Welcome to the studio, Jordan. It is absolutely freezing outside today here in Columbus.
Thank you, Alex. Yes, the Ohio winter is harsh. I had to scrape a thick layer of ice off my windshield this morning just to get here.
It really wakes you up, doesn't it? But speaking of harsh realities, I want to talk about something that creates a different kind of freeze for non-native professionals.
I know exactly what you are referring to. That moment in a corporate meeting when you want to speak, but the English grammar paralyzes you.
Yes, and with all the corporate expansion here in Ohio, especially the new tech and manufacturing plants, the pressure to communicate perfectly is immense.
It is. The worst part for me has always been choosing between the past simple and the present perfect. I mix them up constantly.
That is a very common problem for English learners. What exactly confuses you the most about it?
Honestly, I just do not know when to use which. Sometimes I say I visited Paris yesterday, and sometimes I say I have visited Paris. I feel like I am just guessing.
And guessing is a terrible strategy, especially at work. It erodes your confidence.
Exactly. I stay awake at night worrying about it. I fear that my international clients will think I am incompetent just because I used the wrong verb tense.
That deep insecurity is what we call impostor syndrome, and it is actually backed by science. Did you know that when you are stressed, your brain's language processing center struggles to recall textbook rules?
Wait, really? So my brain is actively fighting against me when I am nervous?
Yes. Neurological studies show that memorizing abstract rules engages the prefrontal cortex, which is slow. But if you map grammar to spatial imagery, like objects, you use the brain's visual center, which is almost instant.
That makes so much sense. So I need to stop memorizing rules from a textbook.
Precisely. Relax, stop guessing, and please stop memorizing rules. Today, we will solve this using simple logic and visual concepts.
I am ready. Please teach me this method.
Let us start with a very simple concept. I call it the calendar test.
Okay, the calendar test. I am picturing a physical calendar on my desk.
Perfect. Now think about the word yesterday. If you look at your calendar, is the page for yesterday open or closed?
Well, yesterday is finished, so the page is turned. It is closed.
Exactly. The time is 100% finished. What about last week or last year?
Same thing. Those pages are turned. The time is completely gone.
Beautiful. Whenever the calendar page is turned and finished, we use the past simple.
Ah, so a finished page means past simple. That is a great visual rule.
To make it even stronger, imagine a closed cardboard box. You do an action in the past, like visiting Paris in 2019, you put the trip in the box, and you lock it.
So it has absolutely zero connection to right now. It stays in the past.
Spot on. For example, I bought a new computer last week. The time is finished. The box is locked.
I love this. No connection to today, just a locked box. But forming questions in the past always trips me up.
Not anymore. Let me introduce you to the reset button. Think of the word did like a software reset button on your computer.
Okay, did is a reset button. How does it work?
When you press did in a sentence, it resets the verb back to its original shape. It takes away all the past energy.
Oh, you mean it goes back to the base form. So instead of saying, did you visited, I say, did you visit Paris?
Bingo! Saying, did you visited is a system error. The same applies to the negative. You press the negative button, didn't. So, I didn't visit Paris.
This is a huge relief. The reset button concept prevents me from overthinking during meetings.
Now, let us look at a different calendar page. Think about the phrase, in your life. Is the calendar page of your life closed or still open?
Well, I am sitting right here, so it is definitely still open. My life is an ongoing project.
Exactly. When the time is still open, we use the present perfect. Instead of a closed box, imagine a bridge that connects the past directly to the present.
The open bridge. So, If I say, I have visited Paris, I am using the open bridge because the result matters today.
Spot on. The exact time you went does not matter. What matters is your current status. You have the experience in your life portfolio.
It is like a professional asset. I don't need to specify the exact date. I just state that I hold this experience.
You got it. And for questions on this bridge, you do not use the reset button. Present perfect is independent. You just move have or has to the front. Have you visited Paris?
That sounds incredibly professional. Much better than panicking and staying silent.
Let us test this logic with what I call the residence test. Listen to these two sentences. 1. I lived in London for 3 years. 2. I have lived in London for 3 years.
Okay, the first one, I lived in London, is the closed box. Past simple.
Correct. So, what does that mean for reality today?
It means the action is completely finished. I no longer live in London. I must have moved away.
Absolutely. Now, what about the second sentence? I have lived in London for 3 years.
That is the open bridge. The past connects to the present. So, I still live in London right now.
Exactly. One small grammar choice literally changes your physical address. That is why getting this right is crucial for professional clarity.
I never realized the consequence was that significant. It is not just a test score. It changes the entire reality of my statement.
Let us do another practical scenario. We all need coffee to survive these dark Ohio winter mornings. I call this the coffee test.
Oh, I drink at least 3 cups a day just to function. I am listening.
If I say I drank 3 cups of coffee yesterday, what is happening there?
Yesterday is a closed box. The day is over. It is mathematically impossible for you to drink a 4th cup yesterday.
Perfectly stated. But if I say I have drunk 3 cups of coffee today, how does the reality shift?
Today is still happening. The bridge is open. Because the day is not finished, you might drink a 4th cup later.
Yes, the timeline is not closed, so the possibility remains active. This mental framework prevents you from having to guess.
It is brilliant. I can just ask myself, is the time period finished? If yes, closed box. If no, open bridge.
Exactly. Let us tie this together into the golden rule of English time management. The ultimate question you ask yourself is, does the exact time matter?
If the specific time matters, I use past simple. If only the experience matters, I use present perfect.
You have mastered it, Jordan. You are now equipped to walk into any corporate meeting without that paralyzing fear.
I truly feel that way. Thank you, Alex. This was incredibly valuable.
My pleasure. Now, for everyone listening, we have a challenge for you in the comments. Which country did you visit last year, and which country have you always wanted to visit?
Oh, that is perfect. The first question forces the closed box, and the second requires the open bridge.
Exactly. Leave your answers below and we will review them. Stay warm out there, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.